Hey everyone, before we start the video I would like to say that if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. It is very much appreciated. Thanks. 15 hidden details you missed in Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. There are a ton of hidden details all throughout Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. These are the ones you might have missed. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba exploded in popularity shortly after its anime was released. Based on the manga by Koyoharu Gotoge, its characters are wonderfully layered and diverse in their motives and personalities, its plot is engaging and emotional, and its animation, by Studio Ufotable, is beautiful and, at times, absolutely breathtaking. There are many hidden details in both the manga and the anime, which can only be truly appreciated during a second viewing of the series. Many character interactions and story elements are expanded upon as the story goes on, showing hidden motivations that the characters themselves may have forgotten. It is much easier to spot these details within the bright and vibrant colors of the anime, which has already foreshadowed many of the events that take place in the manga. Number 15, Tanjiro's Hanafuda earrings belonged to Muzan's enemy. Tanjiro wears a pair of Hanafuda earrings that he inherited from his father. When Muzan Kibutsuji, the series villain who turned Nezuko, Tanjiro's sister, into a demon, sees Tanjiro's earrings, he sends two of his subordinates after the young demon slayer. Muzan had a past encounter with a demon slayer who wore similar earrings, who earned enough of Muzan's hatred to warrant his obsession with seeing Tanjiro dead. This past slayer also had red hair, similar to Tanjiro. Later, when Tanjiro is fighting the lower moon 5 of the 12 Kizuki, he recalls when his father said that he wanted his Kagura technique and the Hanafuda earrings to pass to Tanjiro uninterrupted, further emphasizing the mysterious importance of the Hanafuda earrings. Number 14, Mr. Urokodaki's sense of smell is as keen as Tanjiro's. One of Tanjiro's defining traits, aside from his kindness and empathy, is his keen sense of smell. He can even pick up on the intentions of others, and, once he gets stronger, can use his sense of smell to determine how many humans a demon has consumed. This power only grows stronger as the series progresses. However, Tanjiro isn't the only person to have such a keen sense of smell. His teacher, Mr. Sakanji Urokodaki, also possesses this ability. When Urokodaki first meets Tanjiro and Nezuko in their battle against the temple demon, he states that Tanjiro has the scent of kindness and determines that the boy is too kind and can't make decisions when it matters. Number 13, Tanjiro's warding mask is unique to him. Once Sakanji Urokodaki's students complete their training, he carves them a fox-themed warding mask to wear during their final selection. These masks are charged with a protection spell. Each mask has a different design that is unique to the wearer. Sabito's mask had a pale scar in the same spot as the scar on his cheek, while Makomo's mask had flowers that reflected the flowers on her kimono. Tanjiro's mask has a red, sun-shaped symbol over his scar. The color and shape of this symbol resemble the design on Tanjiro's Hanafuda earrings, too. Number 12, Tanjiro's scar changes into a demon slayer mark. Tanjiro's head scar is an unmistakable part of his design that has been present since the first episode. He obtained the original scar while protecting his brother from a burning brazier, his forehead getting burned in his brother's stead. During final selection, Tanjiro is attacked by the Hand Demon, a demon responsible for the deaths of Mr. Urokodaki's past students, including Sabito and Makomo. During the fight, the Hand Demon strikes Tanjiro, smashing the warding mask covering Tanjiro's scar. When Tanjiro's wound eventually heals, his head scar has a new color and shape. The mark eventually gains new meaning later in the series, as it develops into his Demon Slayer mark, which enhances his physical capabilities. Number 11, only demons with unlimited potential can become one of the 12 Kizuki. Kimetsu no Yaiba's main antagonist, Muzan Kibutsuji, creates demons using his blood. If a demon happens to show potential, Muzan will share more of his blood with that demon, blessing it with even more power. The 12 strongest of these demons make up the 12 Kizuki. However, if a Kizuki reaches its limit, they become useless to Muzan and have their title and number stripped. The demon Kyogai is a prime example. When he is first introduced, Kyogai is after humans known as Merchi. Their blood is worth about 50 normal humans for a demon, because he wants to regain his position as one of the 12 Kizuki. He was originally the lower moon 6, but reached his limit and had his title and number taken by Muzan. Muzan prizes demons with unlimited potential as they can be useful pawns to him, and if they happen to have a skill he would want, he wouldn't hesitate to consume them and claim their power for his own. Number 10, Tanjiro is incredibly clever. Tanjiro isn't just empathetic and kind to everyone he meets, he's also incredibly clever. This is evident even before he becomes a member of the Demon Slayers. In his fight to protect Nezuko from Giyu, Tanjiro is clearly outmatched. However, despite his fear and the overwhelming situation before him, he quickly comes up with a plan that almost works and manages to impress Giyu. After Tanjiro trains with Urokodaki, passes his final selection, and becomes a demon slayer, his cleverness continues to evolve along with his skills. This quick thinking and ability to plan not only impresses Tanjiro's peers, but has helped Tanjiro survive numerous battles and defeat multiple demons. Number 9. Don't call Muzan pale or dead. Muzan is the ideal antagonist. He's strong, dangerous, and will eliminate anyone who gets in his way. He has created most of the man-eating demons in Kimetsu no Yaiba, and he even states that he's a living being who's infinitely close to perfection. However, Muzan can't tolerate being called pale or dead. After his initial encounter with Tanjiro, Muzan is preparing to send his underlings after the demon slayer when he bumps into 3 drunk humans. Muzan is content to leave them alone, and he even apologizes, despite the group's rudeness. Then, one of the drunks comments on Muzan's pale skin and how he looks ready to fall over, dead. Suddenly, Muzan's demeanor changes. His eyes flash in irritation and anger, and he kills the group without remorse or hesitation. His strong reaction is a result of his fear of death. He devotes his life to making himself immortal, and cannot stand the thought of dying or being limited in any way. Number 8. Nezuko is unusual. Even among demons, Nezuko is as adorable as she is unique. Multiple times throughout the season, characters have commented on how Nezuko is different from other demons. For one, she doesn't require human blood to survive. Instead, she restores her strength through sleeping. She also displays incredible power and adaptability in her fights. Other demons, including Tamayo, Yashiro, and the Lower Moon 5, have commented on Nezuko's unique aura and abilities. Tanjiro asks Mr. Urokodaki if her uniqueness could be a blood demon art, but Mr. Urokodaki doesn't believe so. Nezuko is unlike other demons because she is later able to break free from Muzan's influence, and even gains the one immunity that Muzan wants most. Number 7. Giyu and Sabito have similar outfit patterns. Outfits and the patterns on them are very significant. Clothing makes important characters stand out, so that it's easier for viewers to distinguish them from background characters. Consider how the protagonists in Kimetsu no Yaiba all have unique garments over their Demon Slayer uniforms. Sabito and Giyu having similar pattern clothing is unique. The only other characters with similar pattern themes are Shinobu Kocho and Kaneo Tsuyuri, because Kaneo is training under Shinobu. When Giyu first meets Tanjiro, the frame focuses on this unique clothing pattern when Giyu mentions that he understands the despair and loss that Tanjiro is feeling. The manga reveals that the two were in the same final selection, and Giyu felt an immense amount of guilt that he survived while his friend did not, despite Sabito killing most of the demons. Number 6. Tanjiro learned many techniques from his father. The Kamadu family works with fire, but Tanjiro and Nezuko's connection to the element has grown throughout the first season. When the swordsmith, Haganazuka, delivers Tanjiro's sword, he calls Tanjiro a child of brightness because of his red hair and red eyes. It's considered lucky in families that work with fire. Later, when Tanjiro fights against the Lower Moon 5 demon, he has a flashback of his father, who shares Tanjiro's eye color, scar, and hair color. When Tanjiro remembers his father's fire-based Kagura dance, he realizes that his father taught him a powerful breathing technique. When Tanjiro uses this, he unleashes the Hanakami Kagura dance, a powerful move that turns his water into fire. Similarly, Nezuko's demon blood art is fire-themed. Her exploding blood takes the form of pink flames when she uses it. Despite being sickly, Tanjiro Kamadu was quite powerful. Not only was he capable of perfectly performing the dance despite his condition, capturing the movements of Yoriichi, he was able to erase his presence. He was also able to behead a bear in a single blow armed with a hatchet. He taught his son some of the most important techniques that he uses. Number 5. Nezuko downplays the potency of Sanemi Shinazugawa's blood. When Nezuko is introduced to the Hashira, most of them are completely unwilling to accept her. They assume she is a bloodthirsty beast like other demons. In order to test their theory, Sanemi injures Nezuko, knowing that demons need to eat in order to regenerate. He then presents his blood to her, which he describes as being irresistible to demons, like Silvervine to a cat. Nezuko turns away without saying anything, which shows her willpower. However, fans later get to see the true potency of Sanemi's blood during his battle with Upper Moon 1, as his blood is powerful enough to make the demon feel drunk. Number 4. Yoriichi Tsugikuni is never established as a pillar. Yoriichi is easily the most powerful demon slayer to ever live. He comes the closest to killing Muzan single-handedly, making the demon hide from him for the rest of his life. Despite the fact that the Hashira did exist at that point in time, and that Yoriichi fought alongside them, he is never confirmed to have been one himself. If he wasn't one for long, as the Ashura rejected him after his brother became a demon and he failed to kill Muzan. Number 3. No one ever finds the blue spider lily. Muzan is obsessed with finding the elusive blue spider lily, as it is an essential item that would allow him to walk in the sunlight. Despite creating a large number of demons and having his best subordinates constantly on the lookout for the plant, no one is ever able to locate it. He understandably gives up the search once Nezuko gains immunity to the sun, making fans wonder if the plant really exists. Number 2. Akaza hates being called a coward. Akaza is forced to retreat from his battle against Kyojuro Rengoku, as the sun is rising and would have killed him if he dared to stay. As Rengoku was dying from the encounter, Tanjiro is enraged by Akaza's desire to flee. He called him a coward for not staying to fight, which enrages Akaza. Tanjiro's words reminded him of his past, when a rival dojo killed his father-in-law and wife by poisoning the well, all because they could not beat Akaza in a fair fight. After getting chewed out by Muzan on top of that, he swore to kill Tanjiro. Number 1. Shinobu never obtained her Demon Slayer mark, despite the fact that many of the other Ashura obtained their mark. Thanks to Tanjiro's mark spreading to other powerful Demon Slayers, Shinobu never obtained hers. This is because very specific conditions need to be met. Demon Slayers must survive a lethal heart rate of 200 BPM and have a body temperature of 102.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Not only did Shinobu not meet these requirements, but she was the weakest Ashura, unable to slice off a demon's head. Even if she did obtain her mark, she never would have beaten Doma in regular combat.